is looking at you, kid. Come on, let's shag ass.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Good morning, everyone. We are officially in Seattle. Yeah. We just picked up our rental car. Sadly, since we're both under 25, only Ariel can drive. I can't drive. But we got a nice sizable car. I don't know if you can see. It's gonna be kind of a tight squeeze at night. Nothing we can't manage. So we are gonna get our day started. We're gonna go back to the hotel, pack up all our stuff, check out, and then go explore Seattle. And we did zero research on Seattle, so we have no idea what we actually want to do.
What is this? The city stresses me out.
The most stressful morning of our life. Ariel and I have had lunch. I've had a glass of wine. And we are happy little campers once again. So now our plan is to go to the aquarium. That's where we are happiest. And we've learned some life lessons along our little day here in Seattle, which we will share with you later on. Makes me happy.
My kind of party, no drinking, just conversations and thinking. I like to know what you're thinking, but I'm kind of shy. I don't look it. I saw the chance and I took it, and I'm not looking back. Living in a hazy world, I just can't control the way you make me dance in the room like nobody's watching. No, just our bodies, you.
Okay guys, our time in Seattle has come to an end. We're gonna go see the needle and then we're gonna be done. It was a day, and it was our own fault that it was a day. I can't think we can blame this one on Seattle. We went to Pike Place Market and it was just so crowded. Also, it's a Sunday, so that may play a part, but it was really intense for us. So it was just a lot, but we learned some life lessons today. We learned go where the people aren't. We learned
Plan
ahead.
plans.
That was our fault. We came in with no plan. We're just wandering around like, what should we do? That brings us to our third point, which is aquariums are always a good idea.
Safe space.
Safe space.
space.
Happy place.
And our waitress was super nice. We
At
went
a
to this
restaurant. Once we were also hangry, I think. We were stressed, hangry, and we got some food in our bellies, and we went to the aquarium, and now we're some happy girls. We got some stickers. And our last and final lesson we learned is check all around for affordable parking, because we paid $40 this morning for 2-hour parking. Every other parking lot was like $4 an hour, so I don't know how we found the most expensive one.
It was a life lesson that we needed
life
to learn.
lesson, and that was good for us. Now we're going to go see the
needle.
The needle, and then we're gonna go to the store and get like our mattress pad, bear spray, some essentials, and then we're headed to our campsite in Mount, I don't know how to pronounce it, rainier. See y'all then.
Many lies that I've told, and many secrets that I hold. Not ready to see the truth unfold. Didn't know that time could go so slow.
It is the morning, It is the morning of August 8th. This is our first night sleeping in the car. Ariel, how would you rate it?
I slept great, but maybe that's because we had the most awful, horrendous day yesterday.
I'll tell you guys a little story time. We decided yesterday morning, we were like, we found this campground that's first come, first serve. And there were so many sites open. And we were like, this is perfect, let's go. So after our whole day in Seattle, we started down to that campground and we're almost there and we're talking about how it could be full and we pass an inn. And Ariel's like, quick, like, what was the name of that inn? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, look it up on maps. So I exit out and she's going to say something. Hold on. I exited out of maps on my phone and we're kind of deep in the woods. During this time, I can't hear her because she's screaming at me. So I'm like stressing. I'm like, I need to find this inn. And I guess what she's screaming at me is like, do it on my phone, on her phone. But I don't. I do it on my phone. And so as you can imagine, as soon as I exit out, I can't find that other inn. And I also can't find our campground again because we no longer have service. So Ariel gets so mad at me. I'm scared for my life, you guys. I am like shaking in my boots in the passenger seat. We decide we don't want to keep driving into the woods and with no direction. So we head back trying to find service. But we lost service like 30 minutes ago. So after 10 minutes, Ariel's like, okay, I give up. We're just going to go until we find it. So we turn back around, keep going. Ariel breaks her bad mood. So we're in a good mood again. And we realized that we can zoom in on maps and see the road. And it turns out we just have to follow the road we were on all the way up into Mount Rainier to find this campground. So after like 20 minutes, we finally find the campground and we're ecstatic. And we pull in, we're like, yes, because we're tired. We're so tired and hungry. And it says no vacancy. It's full. We're like, we gotta check it out. So we do one loop, nothing. We realized, one, it's credit and debit card only. We had been stressing about finding cash for this. Two, the campground closed at 5 anyway. It's like 8 p.m. at this point. So there's no point to anything, to any of that. There's no point. We're sad. We're scared. We're getting tired. We have nowhere to sleep. We're driving down along the road. We're going from inn to inn to inn. Awful. And then finally, we stumble upon this campground. This campground that Ariel had noticed earlier in the day. And she had almost said, like, oh, we should just stop there. But hindsight is 2020. Huh?
I was talking to someone.
Oh. And we pull into this campsite. And it has vacancy. It has a lot of vacancy. And it's only like $30 a night. And we finally pull in. And now we're here. And we went to bed happily ever after. Our plan is to get ready for the day, have some nutritious breakfast, and then we're gonna go hiking in Mount Rainier. Yay!
Can you believe it? They call it family meeting on me. Boy, you're out of your mind. Do you know what you're doing with your life?
Okay, funny little story. After all that stuff that happened last night, we're getting ready to go to our new campground today only to figure out that I bought the White River Campground site in Michigan, not Washington. So that was a fun little surprise. And also all the trails that we had Googled and looked up and researched and wanted to go to, they're all blocked off. That road that leads to them is blocked off Mondays through Thursdays. So we were a little stressed this morning, per usual.
I can't figure this out.
So after some calls to mothers, we have finally found another campsite, and it's right where there's some beautiful hikes. We are at the ohanapecosh campground, and you guys, it's our campsite. We were just saying, this is a blessing in disguise. It is so stunning. Even the drive here was beautiful, and we are ready to start our hikes. It's like 2 p.m. We're finally getting our day started. Like, look at this. Oh, you guys, this is right next to our campsite. I can't imagine anything more beautiful. You're so lucky.
I should be putting all my focus in what I changed, baby. I'm to blame. It's too season, you know what that means. Bombard with questions about me, and I feel it now. When it looks like I dropped my crown.
I am back in the car. It is around 5:30. Ariel and I jumped into the creek, and now we're all snuggled up and we're reading our books. The hike we went on, the weather was amazing. Like, it was nice and cool, and the hike wasn't too intense. It was just such a great time, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow we're driving to Mount Olympia, so another mount. It is Tuesday morning, August 9th. Tuesday? It's Tuesday. We're gonna do a short little hike before we leave the beautiful Mount Rainier. We're gonna head on our way to Mount Olympia today for some more beautiful Washington sights. Just right.